Have you ever stepped into the shower in the morning, thinking it's just another part of your daily routine, only to discover later that it may be one of the riskiest decisions you can make after 70? It sounds shocking, but medical experts are now warning that a specific time of day for showering could significantly increase the risk of falls, heart complications, or even death for older adults. And most people have no idea. What you're about to hear could protect your health, or even save a life. Let me tell you about Harold Bennett, a vibrant 76-year-old who lived alone and walked 2 miles a day. He was the picture of independence, until one morning when his caregiver found him collapsed on the shower floor. He had no underlying illness, no warning signs, just one fatal mistake, showering at the wrong time. Doctors later explained that his blood pressure had dipped too low in the early morning hours, something that happens naturally with age, and the hot water triggered a chain reaction that his body couldn't handle. The result was tragic, but it was also preventable. Are you unknowingly putting yourself or someone you love at the same risk? Keep watching, because I'm going to show you exactly when it becomes dangerous to shower, and the simple adjustments that can keep you safe, strong, and living independently. Let's start with number 1, the most critical warning. The time of day you shower could be silently putting your life at risk, especially if you're over 70. According to leading research in geriatric medicine, the hours between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. are the most dangerous time for seniors to shower. Why? Because your body is biologically working against you. During these early hours, your blood pressure is at its most unstable. It's a natural process. Your system dips during sleep and then suddenly surges when you wake. That spike creates strain on the heart, especially when combined with the heat and standing motion of a shower. Dr. Elaine Mercer, a cardiovascular aging specialist at Johns Hopkins, says this morning pressure surge is like flipping a switch your body isn't fully ready for. And when you add hot water, steam, and low morning energy into the mix, it creates the perfect storm for falls, fainting, or worse. This is exactly what happened to Margaret Linwood, a 74-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. For years, she took pride in starting her day with a 6 a.m. shower. But one morning, her husband found her collapsed, dizzy, confused, and unable to stand. A hospital visit confirmed it wasn't a stroke or heart attack. It was a sudden drop in blood pressure triggered by her early morning routine. The scariest part, Margaret had no warning. She felt fine until the moment she didn't. So, what can you do to avoid this hidden risk? Start by adjusting your shower time to the safest window, between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. By then, your blood pressure has stabilized, your muscles are warmed up, and your brain is fully alert. It's a small change with a massive payoff, because staying upright and safe in your bathroom is non-negotiable after 70. In fact, go ahead, grab a sticky note and write your new shower time on it. Put it on your mirror. Remind yourself every morning, safety first, then shower. Don't underestimate how powerful this one change can be. It could be the difference between another normal day and an emergency you never saw coming. Number 2, let's talk about something most people never think twice about: your shower water temperature. After age 70, the heat you once found soothing can quietly become dangerous. And here's why. Your body's internal thermostat, the system responsible for regulating temperature, starts to slow down. That means your ability to handle quick shifts between cold air and hot water isn't what it used to be. This isn't just about comfort. It's about safety. Geriatric researchers have found that early mornings are especially risky. Your core body temperature is naturally at its lowest right after waking. So when you step into a steamy hot shower at 6 or 7 a.m., that sudden heat creates a shock to the cardiovascular system. Your blood vessels expand rapidly, your heart starts working harder, and for many seniors this triggers lightheadedness, dizziness, or even dangerous heart rhythms. Dr. Lisa Morno, a senior health physiologist, explains it best. Hot water doesn't just feel good, It puts strain on an aging system that's slower to adapt. It can drop blood pressure too quickly or overstimulate the heart before it's ready to handle that kind of stress. Take the case of Walter Brooks, 81, who loved his long, hot morning showers. One morning, while rinsing his hair, he suddenly felt the walls spinning. He passed out and fell, hitting his head on the tile. Paramedics arrived to find him confused, his blood pressure dangerously low. The culprit: a rapid temperature shift his body simply couldn't handle anymore. The good news: this is completely preventable. Here's your new shower rule. Never use hot water. Set your water temperature to lukewarm, between 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It may feel a little cooler than you're used to, but your body will thank you. Better yet, install a temperature regulator or anti-scald device. These cost around $20 and can stop a sudden spike before it becomes a catastrophe. If you need help installing one, don't hesitate. Call a loved one, a neighbor, or a local handyman. This isn't something to delay. Once your internal thermostat slows down, it won't warn you before it fails. Remember, your safety doesn't begin when you step into the shower. It begins with the temperature dial. Choose wisely, because no one expects the water to be the thing that puts them in the hospital. Number 3, the medication mistake that could turn your shower deadly. Let's talk about a combination most seniors never think twice about: your morning medication and your morning shower. On their own, both seem harmless, but together, they can quietly become a deadly trap. Here's what's really happening. Many blood pressure medications, especially ACE inhibitors and beta blockers, reach their peak strength within an hour or two after you take them. That means if you take your pills at 6:30 a.m. and hop into the shower at 7:00, your blood pressure may be dropping fast, just as the heat and steam from your shower are causing your blood vessels to expand even further. The result? A sudden drop in blood flow to your brain, and in the shower where surfaces are slick and support is limited, losing consciousness isn't just dangerous, it can be fatal. Dr. Natalie Green, a geriatric cardiology expert, explains it clearly. The combination of early morning medication effects and the circulatory strain of a hot shower is one of the most overlooked causes of fainting in seniors. And it's almost entirely preventable with better timing. Let me tell you about Jim Wallace, a 78-year-old veteran from Michigan. Jim took his daily blood pressure pill with a glass of water at 6:45 a.m., just like his doctor had prescribed. But then he stepped into a warm shower less than 30 minutes later. Within minutes, he felt dizzy and fell hard, cracking his ribs on the edge of the tub. The ER doctor told him that if the fall had knocked him unconscious while the water was running, the outcome could have been far worse. So what can you do? First, talk to your doctor today. Don't wait to ask whether you can adjust either your medication time or your shower routine. In general, it's safest to allow at least 2 full hours between taking blood pressure medication and stepping into the shower. Second, create a visible routine chart. Put it on your fridge, your bathroom mirror, wherever you'll see it. Keep your pills and your bathing schedule clearly separated. This isn't about paranoia, it's about prevention. A small change in timing could mean the difference between a normal day and a tragic one. You have the power to make that change right now. Don't wait for a fall to be your wake-up call. Number 4, hidden bathroom dangers amplified by time of day. What if I told you that your bathroom, yes, the very place you go to get clean, is actually one of the most dangerous rooms in your house, especially before the sun comes up? You might feel safe stepping into your bathroom in the early morning hours, but here's the reality. After age 70, your ability to see in dim light drops significantly. In fact, research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors experience a 60% decline in low-light vision, contrast sensitivity, and depth perception after dark. That means things you'd clearly notice during the day, like a small puddle of water, a misplaced towel, or the edge of a bath mat, can completely disappear from view when it's still dark out. Dr. Rachel Lynn, a geriatric eye health specialist, puts it plainly. Most older adults don't realize how fast their contrast sensitivity declines with age. And bathrooms, being full of slippery surfaces and hard corners, are not forgiving environments when your vision is compromised. Take the case of Margaret Ellis, a vibrant 79-year-old widow who loved her early morning routine. One morning before sunrise, she stepped into her bathroom without turning on the overhead light, relying instead on a small hallway glow. What she didn't see was a thin layer of water on the tile. One step later, she was on the floor with a fractured pelvis. Her words still echo, "If I had seen that puddle, I'd still be walking without a cane." So what can you do right now to protect yourself or your loved ones? First, install motion sensor night lights not just in your bathroom, but in the hallway leading to it. These provide consistent, automatic illumination without the harshness of overhead lights that can shock your eyes. Second, replace your bath mat with one that has a brightly contrasting color from the floor, making it easier to see even with compromised vision. And make sure it's anti-slip, always. Finally, walk through your bathroom tonight before bed. Ask yourself, would I see that puddle or that towel on the floor at 5 a.m.? Because it's not just about falls, it's about independence. It's about dignity. And the smallest changes, light, color, placement, can mean the difference between a normal morning and a life-changing injury. Don't wait until you've had a scare to take action. Prepare now. Number 5. The deadly combination of morning, dehydration, and showering. There's a silent danger lurking in your morning routine, and it's not your slippery bathroom tiles. It's dehydration. And when combined with the heat and posture demands of a morning shower, it becomes a serious threat to seniors over 70. Here's the truth. When you wake up, your body is already in a dehydrated state. You've gone 6 to 8 hours without fluids, and during that time, your blood volume slightly drops. This makes it harder for your body to regulate blood pressure, especially when you go from lying down to standing up. Dr. Karen Liu, a leading expert in geriatric hydration at Johns Hopkins, explains, most older adults wake up moderately dehydrated without realizing it. When you immediately stand in a hot shower, your blood vessels dilate, blood rushes to your legs, and your brain may not get enough oxygen fast enough, resulting in lightheadedness or even a blackout. This condition is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's a primary driver of early morning falls in seniors. Take Leonard Martinez, a 77-year-old Navy veteran who prided himself on self-discipline. Every morning, he'd hop in the shower within minutes of waking up, until one day he fainted. The diagnosis: dehydration triggered low blood pressure. Once his doctor recommended drinking a full glass of water 15 minutes before showering, Leonard never had another dizzy spell. All this time I thought it was just old age, but it was a fixable habit, he said. So what should you do? Make hydration part of your shower ritual. Every morning before stepping into the bathroom, drink a full glass of water. Keep a refillable bottle on your nightstand or bathroom counter as a visual reminder. Give your circulatory system what it needs to function safely, especially during those first vulnerable hours after waking. This isn't a complicated change. It doesn't require medication or equipment, just a simple glass of water at the right time. And it could mean the difference between a normal morning and a life-altering fall. Will you take the 15 seconds it takes to protect your brain, your body, and your independence? Number 6. The hidden risk no one talks about: emergency response time. Here's a chilling truth. If you fall during an early morning shower, there's a good chance no one will know until it's too late. Most seniors assume that help will arrive quickly in an emergency. But what if it doesn't? What if you fall in your bathroom at 5 a.m. and no one's awake to check on you? According to the Journal of Geriatric Emergency Medicine, seniors who fall between 4:00 and 8:00 a.m. are 40% less likely to receive timely assistance. That early morning silence we often cherish. It can become deadly. Families are still asleep. Caregivers haven't arrived. Neighbors aren't up yet. And with the bathroom door closed and water running, even the sound of a fall may go unnoticed. Dr. Emily Rodriguez, an emergency physician who specializes in geriatric trauma, puts it this way. The first hour after a serious fall, the golden hour, is crucial for survival. But if a senior falls during early morning hours and isn't discovered until midday, that delay can lead to severe complications like hypothermia, shock, or even death. Take the heartbreaking story of Beatrice Harper, a vibrant 73-year-old widow from Seattle. She slipped during her 5:15 a.m. shower, hitting her head on the sink on the way down. She lay there soaked and unconscious for nearly 4 hours before a neighbor came to check on her. Her doctors later said the hypothermia and head trauma could have been prevented had she fallen later in the day when someone was likely to respond quickly. So what can you do starting today? First, install a waterproof emergency call button in your shower or near your tub. These devices are inexpensive, easy to use, and can alert emergency services or loved ones instantly with the press of a button. Second, build a morning check-in system. Whether it's a family member, a neighbor, or even a quick daily phone call, it could be the safety net that saves your life. And finally, rethink your timing. Showering mid-morning when people are awake and active isn't just more convenient, it dramatically increases your chance of getting help fast if you ever need it. Ask yourself right now, if I fell in the shower at 5 a.m., how long would it take for someone to find me? If the answer makes you pause, it's time to make a change. Number 7, the cognitive danger lurking in your morning shower. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt groggy, foggy, or just off in the early morning? Now imagine stepping into a slick, wet shower when your brain is running 30% slower than normal. Sound risky? That's because it is. According to neurologists at Stanford University, adults over 70 experience their lowest cognitive performance between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. during these hours. Your reaction time, decision-making ability, and spatial awareness drop dramatically, making even routine tasks more dangerous than you might think. Dr. Jonathan Miller, a neurologist specializing in aging and circadian rhythm, explains, the aging brain takes longer to fully wake up. Early morning hours represent a neurological low point, meaning your ability to respond to sudden changes like slippery floors or shifting water temperature is significantly impaired. Take Franklin Wilson's story, a sharp, independent 79-year-old who handled everything from taxes to tech with ease. But one early morning, Franklin stepped into the shower half awake. The water heater malfunctioned, spiking the temperature. But his delayed reaction kept him under scalding water far too long, resulting in second-degree burns. Later, he told his family, "If this had happened at noon, I would have reacted instantly. But that morning, it was like my brain just wasn't there yet." So what's the fix? Set your daily shower between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when your brain function is at its highest. Install a shower timer with an audible alarm to avoid staying in too long during lower alert hours. And never rely on autopilot in the bathroom, because autopilot fails when your brain is running on half power. And here's the final question. Is the convenience of an early shower worth a hospital visit or worse? This isn't a theory. It's science-backed reality. Morning cognitive impairment combined with water, heat, and hard surfaces creates a high-risk zone for seniors. But now you know. You understand when your brain is least likely to protect you and how to work with your biology, not against it. Knowledge is power. And today, you've taken one more step toward protecting your independence, safety, and life. These changes may seem small, moving your shower to mid-morning, drinking a glass of water beforehand, installing motion lights or a waterproof call button. But for seniors over 70, They can mean the difference between a safe routine and a medical emergency. You don't have to sacrifice your independence to stay protected. You just need the right knowledge and the courage to act on it now. If you're feeling as surprised by this information as I was, tap that like button right now. And please share this video with a parent, a grandparent, or anyone over 70. It could literally save their life tomorrow morning. Tell me in the comments, what time do you usually shower? And will you be making any changes after what you've learned today? Subscribe and turn on notifications for more critical safety tips every senior and every family should know.